Hey y'all, AlduicS here, and we're back with another Arknights reaction. Arknights EP Awaken. What do I know about this? Well, admittedly not much, because this was recommended to me by my content moderator over on Discord, because in his own words, he wants to generate interest in this particular character and its theme song. I don't know who this is, I'll be completely honest, and other than information provided to me, also I can get the video rolling when it comes to the performer, I don't know what I'm getting into. All I know is it's very popular, and with the help of my notes, it is performed by Holly Sedillos. Sedillos? Not sure how to pronounce the name, I'll be completely honest. I know Holly, because I've dealt with Hollies in my life, but the last name is what throws me off. I've never read the name, never read that before in my life. So if I did mispronounce it and butcher it, I do apologize. It is not my intention, but I am a white boy from the Midwest. Foreign words aren't exactly my, how do I say this, forte when it comes to pronunciations. I mean, I struggle with Japanese alone, and English is no different, and it's my native language. So I do apologize if I ruffled any feathers by completely misconstruing and mispronouncing the name, if I did do so, but I genuinely don't know how it's pronounced. So if I got it right, feel free to let me know so I can ride that high. Or call me an asshole if I got it wrong, I guess. A bit extreme, but it is what it is. So I don't know what I'm going to get when it comes to this EP, what the song will be like. All I know is it's popular and who's performing it. I don't even know the character. So, shall we hop into it? If you want the original, it'll be linked down below in the description. And if you want the unedited version of this reaction, it'll be over on my Patreon, which is also linked down below, amidst my social media platforms. Follow me on them, help me grow my community. Every bit of support truly does make a difference. And if you don't want to support me on Twitter, I do have a Blue Sky, also down below. And if anything, please join the Discord. The hive mind grows with every new edition. Share artwork, talk about the game, talk about the anime, or other series not related to Arknights. We do got a wide variety over there. Because I watch content besides Arknights, you know? Albeit very slowly, but it is what it is. When you're done with all of that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload next, and shall we hop into it in 3, 2, 1. It's over there. Okay, so Monster Siren, okay. Stormy Seas. Awaken. Are we awakening Cthulhu or Great Beast? That might be a new record for chills. Holy shit. I was not expecting the intensity to just hit out of nowhere. I thought we would definitely build up to it. Nah, it hits you like a tidal wave. It hits you like a storm that comes out of nowhere, which might be fitting for the video, for the placement of this animation, and for the character. Open rifts to cast adrift. So are they also like a pirate or a sailor? But we're awakening. Are we awakening a beast, a primordial being? If those exist, I think some of them exist, because there are like fire demons and one or two races slash species slash enemies that are just essentially pure enemies. I mean, I don't think we're talking about the Seaborn, right? We're talking about a character, but wow, that chorus hit. That literally caught me off guard. I felt just shock. A good shock, nonetheless. Oh my god. Ghost ship sinking, abyssal dreaming to sleep on a full. Wait. That's a pirate hat, but that also looks like a shark hat. And I don't think we have a dedicated shark race. Yes, I do have notes. 100 pages of notes, which includes Season 1, Season 2 of the anime, Holy Nightlight, and a bunch of one-off videos, and I will be taking notes for Season 3. But some of my notes include races, originium, countries, catastrophes. Is she an Aegir? Because they're all forms of aquatic life. It's a general term, but there's also an Aegir nation. Is she Aegir? Because she seems to be shark. I do know there's a couple characters with like S in the title that have a similar aesthetic or have been talked about, but I don't think I've ever seen artwork for them. So is this like Scotty or Scepter? This design is really cool, by the way. Again, the hat, the fact that it looks like a shark's mouth, because you can see even right up here, like shark teeth biting down on her head, and then the fin slash pointy part of the hat, but also feels like fins on each side, so it feels like a real shark aesthetic. But I don't know if she's actually, a shark race. Maybe she likes dressing like it, but it also feels like she's a pirate or a sailor, and that's a presumed gun? Jesus, that's a big fucking weapon. Is she a sniper? But washing ashore, drifting, the abyss, and all that, like, I love the stormy nature of the stormy seas. So obviously, she has a lot to do with water, or the seas, or sailing, or storms. I really like the design, and the red eyes are very nice. So I'm gonna go off the basis she's an A gear. Oh my god, Holly! Her voice is so different from Christina V, but not in a bad way. It has its own power and presence. Make a move, take it back, it's mine. Oh. Building a boat. You dream of deep stay asleep. Awaken is the name of the song. Dude, what was that sound effect? What was that instrumental? It almost felt like electricity, which would be fitting for the storm. I don't think I've heard Holly sing, but she sounds familiar to a different artist, and I cannot tell you who right now. Awaken what's asleep inside. Oh my god, the glowing eyes, though. Oh. Fish? Dude. The haha part, it's not very funny, but I'm getting genuine chills. I have a shiver going down my spine. This is like entrancing. I am falling under a spell. I'm falling in love. Ooh, the whisper nature of it. And you can even see the sky like clearing up a little. The storm is not necessarily passing, but growing lighter. Dude, the water animation is incredible! I'm gonna make a note of it here, both for me and for the audience. When she says, from the open shore, that inflection, that build-up, it sounds like a prominent anime artist or a prominent, maybe not even video game artist. I cannot tell you for the life of me who I'm thinking of. I don't think it's Amelie, because she does a lot of covers, but it sounds very familiar, very similar to some like English songs I've heard. And I know it's not like traditional older bands and everything. It sounds genuinely familiar, and I am in love, straight up, both with the song and the character. I like this character's design a lot. It's one of the coolest designs I have seen in Arknights, and all of my knowledge comes from the anime. So, I really do want to figure out who I'm thinking of, if I could ever figure it out. If anyone knows maybe who I'm thinking of or could take a shot in the dark, let me know. Ooh. Oh my god, that high note! Damn, Holly, that high note was... I am genuinely impressed with Holly. So we're talking about Awakening. Does the character herself involve a lot of sleeping and dreams and potentially awakening her true self, opening that door? I like seeing the storm clear up and you can see the rays of sun coming through, shining through the clouds as if we are awakening the world. The sky is awakening from a dream from the storm. That was a really interesting song. I'll be honest. It's a good song. And it's also so different from the previous EPs I've watched. Lullaby, Requiem, Boiling Blood. I don't know how to classify most of these. Other than the fact they're bangers. Other than the fact they're good. Other than the fact they're going on my playlist. Seriously. This was really good. I didn't know what to expect going in, and I came out pleasantly surprised. Actually, scratch that. I came out incredibly happy I gave it a shot. Both because I am interested in the character, Scepter, Scotty, or whoever it is, this presumed Aegir, this shark-themed or possibly shark-raced girl. I like the design a lot. Again, it's one of the coolest character designs I have seen in Arknights to date. And all of my knowledge mainly comes from the anime and the one-off videos I've covered thus far. I am a massive fan of the aesthetic. And if she is Aegir, this would probably be my first official interaction with Aegir, which is very cool. I like the concept of Aegir, the sea folk, all of the sea races. But if she has a very specific race that is just under the umbrella of Aegir, feel free to let me know down below. I won't consider that much of a spoiler, but again, don't tell me like history or relationships, because I am anime only, and I might not want to find that out through you guys, but rather through a video if I cover more of the character. Now, the song itself, wow. I mean, I've already said my piece time and again during the course of the video. I've expressed my shock, my surprise, the hype, my enjoyment, and even my curiosity on who she sounds just like or sounds very similar to. Because I really don't think I've heard any other music from Holly. I'll be completely honest. The name does not ring a bell at all. And I do try my best to learn a lot of bands' names and a lot of artists' names, especially when it comes to anime and sometimes video games. But it is possible we had a crossover with a different game I was playing, or maybe she did an anime-related song. I wouldn't put it past it. It is genuinely possible. But as of right now, this is my presumed first experience with Holly Sedillos. And I liked it very much. Again, I really do wonder if the symbolism of the sun coming through the skies, if awakening from the dream, awakening from the storm, is also a mirror of this character who talks about being asleep and trying to open that door and find themselves, find who they are, and will they still be them when they wake up, and trying to gather all of the pieces of who they are, put them together, and sail and awaken and move forward in life. So maybe they're stuck and trying to pick up the pieces and put themselves back together again, as if maybe they shattered, maybe they had a life-altering event. I do not know. But again, I'm also not 100% sure I'm getting all of the lyrics correct. I will need to rewatch them and re-listen to them, and this is, again, going onto my playlist, so I'm going to definitely enjoy myself when it comes to the song over and over and over, because I play my music to death. But I do think I would want to learn more about this character. It seems like there's potential for great enjoyment as I explore more of this character. So, good job, content moderator. You got it right with his recommendation. I was more than happy and more than willing to check it out. And you won. But I never said that. The instrumentals, though, and that, like, electric noise, that sound effect that played about halfway through, which definitely felt like a bolt of lightning, like electricity was going across the screen and through my ears. Maybe that was like intentional mirroring of the animation and the lightning across the stormy sky, or maybe it was just created first and then the animation paired with it. I don't know, but I really like the instrumentals, though Holly's voice 100% wins out over them. I am a massive, massive fan of Holly's voice and her performance. In a different way from Christina V or Uyanga Bold or Sergei Liberovsky, she has enough power and presence that draws you in and keeps your attention. And while it was shocking in the very beginning of the video, where it just throws you into the deep end, it fits the song, it fits the aesthetic, it fits the animation, where we're on a shore, or rather very near the ocean, not necessarily beach, but the crags per se. And the water animation, holy shit, was smooth. Small tangent aside, being thrown into the deep end is very fitting when it comes to the ocean, when it comes to bodies of water. So I like that slap in the face where the music just hits and it just keeps you in its grasp. A symbolism I would like to mirror to is as if you were being dragged by a kraken into the depths. It just comes out of nowhere, grabs you from your boat, and yanks you down, and you're just drowning in the music, drowning in the sauce. But unlike actually drowning, I'm not dying. I am just enjoying every single second of it. I have interest. I have personal enjoyment. It was hype. It was so much fun. And if this was what drowning was like, I'd be down for it. But I can't float. I can't swim. I don't want to drown. I don't want to drown for real. That would suck. Yeah, we could sum up drowning as that would suck. Okay. Okay. So, with that said, what did y'all think of my reaction, my commentary, the EP itself, the character, my theories? Try not to confirm or deny too many of them. It would be very much appreciated, but who knows when I might get back to the character or if she'll even show up in the main story. She could be relegated to a side story or even a future arc that may not even get an anime adaptation. We don't know, or rather, I don't know. It could be possible in the future. If you're watching this from the future, hi! But when you're done leaving your comments, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified when I upload next. If you want the original version, it'll be linked down below in the description. And if you want the unedited version of this reaction, it'll be over on my Patreon, also linked down below. Among my social media platforms, follow me on them, help me grow my community. Every bit of support truly does make a difference. If you don't want to support me on Twitter, whether you don't agree with who's running it, or its policies, or any other reason, I do have a Blue Sky, also linked down below. This has been AlduicS. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in another video. Very likely another Arknights EP reaction. Peace.